Hello everyone and welcome to another SideTracked with SideSalad. Today I'm going to be playing Trials Fusion, which I haven't played in a while, and this is some of the new DLC that's been released and I haven't got around to. So sorry for the bad gameplay because I'm way out of practice. I just did this track and wow, I need some practice. But I'm just going to do this video and talk about my thoughts on E3 2015 as of now. I know E3 is still going on, but all the major things have been released. So I'm going to share my thoughts, not on everything obviously because there's just way too much to cover, but on some things that I thought stuck out. So I'm going to start with Microsoft and the Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox One, that's why I'm going to start with it, because I am still not sold after E3 on buying an Xbox One. Their big thing seemed to be the announcement of backwards compatibility, which for me is not a big deal. I have my 360 and I plan on keeping my 360. I know it's big for a lot of gamers and it's a cool feature. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's great to have it. I would love every system to have backwards compatibility, but for me, obviously not a selling point. So yeah, that's that and the backwards compatibility. The game that I want to know a lot more about is a game called Recore. They only showed a trailer and no gameplay footage, so I'm definitely interested in seeing more of that game, because other than Gears 4, that was the only Microsoft Xbox One exclusive that really interested me. So definitely excited to see some more of that. The Elite controller that was announced for the Xbox One looked awesome, but then when I saw the price tag, which I think was like $175 or $150, not that cool. So yeah, there's that. An Xbox Live game called Cuphead looks amazing. I don't know if there's ever a chance of that coming to the PlayStation at any time. I know a lot of games that start on Xbox Live do end up on PlayStation after a while. But I can tell you, if I had an Xbox One, I would definitely be getting Cuphead as soon as I could. Another game that kind of caught my eye too, but it's not really that big of a deal, is Rare Replay. It's like a $30 game with 30 old Rare titles. But the only games that I'd be really interested in playing on it if I actually got it would be Battletoads and Battletoad Arcade, and I think there's maybe one or two more that I'd probably like replay through. So it's not that big of a deal. Again, if I had an Xbox, I'd pick it up, but it's not gonna sell me on an Xbox. Let's see. Oh, Sea of Thieves. That is a game that I have been waiting for something like that anyways for a while. You know, a pirate themed game where you could team up and you know, work on your boat and sail your ship. Oh man, that's so cool. The graphics, whatever, as long as the gameplay and everything is what it should be. That'd be awesome. You know, I work with a guy that we talk about like what we'd like in a pirate themed game like all the time, and so that could be it. Definitely can't wait to see more on that. Another big thing that they announced, which was cool too, was the HoloLens, the like 3D looking thing where they're playing Minecraft. That was really cool, but I'm sure PlayStation will have something once afterwards to something like it. But for me, that's cool, but I wouldn't see myself using it a lot, especially unfortunately with my neck issues. Just wearing these headphones that I'm wearing, sometimes I can't wear them at all because I'm in so much pain. Sometimes I can wear them for a half an hour, 45 minutes tops before I start hurting, and just it's very uncomfortable. Wow, this level is cool. I like that. So yeah, I mean, depending on how much they weigh, having something on my head That's why I quit riding bikes, because I couldn't wear a helmet. It just hurt so bad. And I mean, you probably don't understand, but even this small pair of headsets hurts. It's crazy and it sucks. So I wouldn't see myself using something like that more than likely, as of now anyways. But it was awesome, I will say that. Really cool. And the last thing, Microsoft wise, that I'll probably talk about is Gears of War. Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is pretty much a remaster of the first game, which in my opinion is probably the best game single player wise. I mean, I don't know, I really like the second one too, but I didn't like the third one at all, and I haven't even got around to playing Judgment, so what is going on here? But it seems like they're redoing the multiplayer part of it and updating that, so it'd probably be worth the $40 price tag for that. Having updated multiplayer, if you're into that. Me, I would just play the single player, and again, if I had an Xbox, I'd pick it up, but not that big of a deal. Which brings me into Gears of War 4. Now, obviously, I'm gonna want an Xbox One to play this game. But the thing is that after they showed their gameplay, which was pretty dark and hard to see, but the weather effects in it were amazing, they announced the release date for Holiday 2016, which is fine by me because I don't need to buy an Xbox until Holiday 2016. So maybe, you know, better deals by then. That's fine by me. I can wait, you know. So yeah, which brings me into Tomb Raider 2. Obviously I want that game and I want it bad, but it is confirmed to be only a holiday exclusive for the Xbox One, so I can wait hopefully no more than 3 to 6 months to play it on my PS4. But definitely want that game bad, and I really liked what I saw. I'm gonna take a minute and talk about the Tomb Raider reboot. Actually, for some reason, like when the game came out, I thought everybody loved it, other than the fact that it could use more tombs. Like gameplay wise and control wise, like I didn't see anything wrong with the game, and I don't see how anybody did or could think gameplay wise there was much wrong with it, other than, I don't know, some scripted parts. But everything else I thought was great. And it's to be expected with Tomb Raider, you know, it was the reboot, the relaunching, whatever. So it's obvious that she's getting into this, being Lara Croft, and then Tomb Raider 2 is going to expand on it. So I figure by the end of Tomb Raider 2, even by looking at most of Tomb Raider 2, I think it's going to cater a little bit more to the older players with the exploration and the tombs and stuff like that. So I think by Tomb Raider 3, I mean, I think we're pretty much going to get what we all are hoping for out of it, if not by mostly with Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I think they're just leading up to it, you know, and just I think it's great because it'll make each game a little diverse from one another too. So yeah, I think the build up to what's coming is going to be amazing, and I'm loving it. I don't understand why people would have anything to really bitch that much about, to be honest with you. So they also announced Lara Croft Go for mobile devices. Never played Hitman Go, but I guess I don't know, it looks like some kind of turn-based puzzle strategy game. Not really sure, they didn't show a whole lot, and I don't know much about the Hitman one. So, but I'll check it out. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much for being a mobile game. I don't like to spend too much money on mobile games. But I'll definitely check that out. Which, also they announced another Hitman game, which I'm kind of on the fence about. You know, Hitman's great, but you know, with so many other good games coming out, they're gonna have to, you know, show me something. But who knows when it's gonna come out. Let's see, what's next? The Division. More great stuff in The Division with a release date, which is like March of next year or something like that. And they showed their new gameplay mode where you can go in and get, I think it's like not infected loot, but something along the lines, contaminated loot, and you gotta get out with it via helicopter, and like you can work with teammates and then team up with other players, but they can turn on you to try to get your loot, and then you can even turn on the people that you were playing with. Like, man, you could go in there with your best friend, waiting for the helicopter to get out with your loot, and they could turn on you. That's crazy. I don't know if I'd like that. Man, you'd have to really trust the person you go in with. Oh, one of the coolest games I think I saw for a other than like Cuphead, for a downloadable game was Unravel. Man, that game just caught my eye. You played like this little yarn character, and the graphics are like photorealistic, whatever they're called. Images is in the background. It's like this 2D side-scrolling game with a puzzler, and oh man, it just looks so cool. I saw that, and I cannot wait for Unravel. So that's a big one for me that I'll be waiting on. And other yarn games like that, I'll talk about Nintendo for a minute, like Yoshi's whatever. It's kind of like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Can't think of what it's called right now, but it's kind of a yarn-based game with Yoshi. And yeah, Nintendo. I didn't really see a lot that I liked from Nintendo. I like the way they started the show with the puppets of the guys, like Reggie and Shigeru Miyamoto, and I really liked it when Reggie was his puppet was doing push-ups, and he's like, Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64, my body is ready. I thought that was hilarious. And then leading into the whole Star Fox thing, which I don't know, I guess just Nintendo's thing as a whole obviously didn't sell me on a Wii U either. And I don't have a Wii U either. I would love one so I could play Bayonetta 2 and some other games. I'd actually rather have a Wii U right now than an Xbox One. But again, you know, nothing to really make me, okay, I gotta go out and buy this system from Nintendo. And with all their Amiibo stuff, and at least Nintendo though, they did have quite a few games for the 3DS, unlike PlayStation where it showed like nothing for the Vita. Nintendo had a Fire Emblem game, a Metroid game, which I think pissed a lot of people off because there wasn't one for the Wii U. They had nothing to show on a new Zelda game. What is going on with this? There we go. So yeah, no big reason for me, myself anyways, to purchase a Wii U. A lot of Amiibo talk, which I guess people go nuts over Amiibos. I don't have any Amiibo, and honestly, I don't even know how they work with the controller and all that stuff, and I don't know. But Smash Brothers is awesome. They added Ryu from Street Fighter. I'd like to get that Amiibo, and I'd love to play Smash Brothers. I'd probably only play Ryu and like Link or Zelda or Zero Suit Samus from Metroid. But I don't think I'd like Smash Brothers all that much myself, but I would play it. It was just a little fun party type game, I guess. But for me, I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it for Nintendo. Oh, Ubisoft, they had some stuff other than the Division, which kind of shocked me that they had a, I wonder if I can backflip up that. There we go. Ubisoft, they announced a new Ghost Recon game. I have always been a huge fan of the Ghost Recon games. Oh man, Advanced Warfighter and all those games. But I'm not too sure how I feel about this one. I think it's Ghost Recon Wild Lands. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it, I guess, when they announced it. I didn't really pay much attention, didn't really care, I guess. Yeah, believe it or not. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see more when they announce more, I guess. Same with Rainbow Six. A big Rainbow Six fan, and Vegas was awesome. But I just don't know how I feel about Siege. I don't know. Not having a lot of time to play games, lately. It's cool that when you die, you go in there with like